Hi everyone and welcome to a special Budget Meals Monday. Today we're road testing an app. Coles, which is a major supermarket here in Australia, have asked me to road test their new app. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually think this app is fantastic. I've been using it for a few days now and some of the features in this are super cool, and I want to run through very quickly with you a few of them before we get into today's recipe. Now when you first open the app, you've got these under $10 recipes and you've got a fair few choices there to go through. Another cool feature is the weekly specials. Now I love this feature. It basically gives you a special ingredient based on your postcode here in Australia, so it's a local special, and then it gives you some recipe suggestions to use that ingredient. How cool is that? I think that's awesome and a really, really friendly feature for everyone to use. Now it's not just about weekly specials and featured recipes, you've got a whole bunch of recipes to go through that are budget friendly, and most of them have Curtis Stone doing a video tutorial which are really, really fun to watch. But there's one little gem for me in this app that I love, and it's the fact that I can email my ingredients list to my iPhone or my iPad, and I can take that ingredients list to the shops instead of writing it down. I think that's fantastic and a great time saver. Now I've picked out one of the recipes from this app and we're making chicken meatballs with a Napoli sauce and some fettuccine. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get started. Now the first thing we're gonna do is make our Napoli sauce to go with our chicken and meatballs. So just into a large pan over a medium to high heat, I'm gonna add in some olive oil. And the first thing I'm gonna add in are some chopped onions, just roughly chopped up. And I'm also going to be adding in some garlic, some fresh garlic as well. Now I just want to give them a good mix around, and I want to sweat those onions down until they become nice golden translucent. And this should only take about 2 to 3 minutes to do over that medium to high heat. Now next I'm going to be adding in some whole peeled tomatoes just out of a can. Just into the can from our tomatoes, I've popped a little bit of water in there, and I'm just adding that back in to that mixture, just a little bit at a time. We just want to reduce it down and then add a little bit more. I'm going to break up some of those tomatoes. Now for some herbs and spices, I'm now going to be adding in some fresh thyme, and I've left them on the sprig, so just mix them in. Don't worry, we'll take the sprigs out later on. And they just go so well with the tomato. And of course we're going to season well with some salt and pepper. So I'm going to turn the heat down now to a low heat, and I'm going to simmer this for 45 minutes, nice and slow, let all those flavors infuse. So next we're going to get started on our chicken meatballs, and what I've got here in a bowl is some chicken mince or some ground chicken, and to that I'm going to be adding in some parsley, just some flat leaf parsley that I've chopped up. I'm also going to be adding in some breadcrumbs to this, just some dried breadcrumbs. Something that's going to bind this together, just add in an egg. For some wonderful flavor, I'm going to be adding in some Dijon Mustard as well to this. And just season well with some salt and also some pepper. You could add any other spices to this if you wanted to as well, or you could use some cayenne pepper, a little bit of paprika maybe, some onion powder, garlic powder. It's completely up to you. So we're just going to give this a good mix around, get everything combined well. Now make sure your hands are very clean for this. I'm just going to grab some of that mixture and we're just going to roll it into a ball. So I'm going about that big. If you want to make them smaller, that's fine. If you want to make them bigger, you can do that too. Just bear in mind, the bigger they are, the longer they're going to take to cook. So once we've rolled our chicken meatballs just into a pan here now over a medium to high heat, just add some more olive oil. And I'm going to add our meatballs in, and all I want to do is coat them and brown them on the outside. Okay, we don't want to cook them all the way through. I just want to brown them on the outside. There we go, that's exactly what we want. So we're back over to our Napoli sauce, and we're now going to add in those meatballs. So we've still got about 30 minutes of cooking time, guys, on this sauce. So it's been reducing down for about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna add these back in and let them cook now for 30 minutes. And I just wanna turn them, coat them in that tomato mixture. Now, halfway between cooking our meatball, so let's say in about 15 minutes time, I'm gonna start cooking our fettuccine pasta. So our meatballs have cooked, I've turned the heat down and I've removed the thyme stalks out of there. And I'm just gonna grab our meatballs, place them on a plate, and I've got our fettuccine that we cooked, and I'm gonna add that in to our sauce. And once that's all coated, guys, it's time to plate this bad boy up. And guys, just to finish this one off, I've got some Parmesan cheese that I'm just gonna grate over the top. All right, let's give these chicken meatballs and fettuccine with the Napoli sauce a try. It smells wonderful, let's go. Oh, I love this. Beautiful flavors. It's so heartwarming, you know, it fills the tummy, warms the soul, it's comfort food. What more do you want? This one is a winner. So I really hope you enjoy the chicken meatballs with the Napoli sauce and the fettuccine. I absolutely love it. Make sure you go and download that Coles app. It's got my tick of approval. I actually really love it. I'm finding it very useful here at home. All the links are in the description for that download link. Make sure you check it out. I'll see you this Wednesday for another What You Want recipe. So make sure you get your recipe requests into my Twitter, Facebook, or in the comments section below. So until then, take care.